And this might be one of the most important videos that we do. I want you to think about this. If you're a plumbing company owner, or even if you're just a plumber, I want you to start thinking about why it's important right now to start doing the things to make your company better next year. A lot of people wait till January 1st. And January 1st, they say, okay, I'm gonna make these big changes. We're gonna implement this, we're gonna implement this, and we're gonna implement this. Here's the problem. If you wait till January 1st, it's gonna take you till about February, March, April, somewhere around in there to start getting these things in place, people doing things the way they're doing it, and you to start getting your business off to a good start. But the problem is, you're already a quarter way through the year. Right now is the time to start implementing anything that you can do to change the way you want to do business next year. If you start looking right now at what your numbers were last January, last February, last March, now you're going to start off the year better. That's how you're going to grow. The great way to do that is with data, either data you have or data that you can get from somewhere else. Now, hopefully, you've got a good system where you can look at the data you have, you keep track of things very, very well. But anyway, that's what this video is about. I want to show you 3 different things that you can do that's going to help put your 2023 off to a great start and hopefully help you make more money in the trades. Now, I'm Roger Wakefield, and I opened a business about 7 years ago. I grew it, I sold it, and now I'm doing other things. But I'm still involved in the residential service industry. The neat thing about it is when I started learning these few things, it actually helped me grow my business and run it a much better way. We teamed up with Lowe's because of what they do for pros each and every day. When we're out in the field and we need something, we need to go somewhere close, Lowe's is there. So one of the very first things that I learned is building a budget. Now, this was something completely new to me. I'm a plumber. I just get out, work, make money, bring money in, put it in the bank, and hopefully there's enough there to pay the bills. But whenever I learned about building a budget, how do I know what I should be doing this month? How do I know when it's time to hire people? How do I know when it's time to buy new vehicles or lease new vehicles? How do I know when it's time to invest in tools? Well, I learned that when I started building a budget. When I started putting a budget together and realizing, projecting how much I wanted to grow each and every month. So if I knew that, say I did $100,000 last year, low number, but it's a great number to start off with. If I did $100,000 last year and I want to grow 10% or 15% this next year, that's easy to add up. Just add 10%, add 15%. And you can also do even better than that. You go through and break down each month. What did you do in your history? A year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, however far you can go back, what information do you have that'll help you put together the most accurate budget? And what's coming up? What's coming along with data? What information can you get that'll tell you what's going on, what trends are happening, what is going on in the world with buyers, with consumers, with employees, with other businesses, that if you knew that information, you knew that data, it could help you grow. Those are what you need to be looking at. And when I realized this and started looking at that, started putting things together with a budget, now I knew what I needed to do that day, that week, that month, in order to help me get to where I wanted to be at the end of the year. And then again, when you build that budget, you know how many more employees do you have, not just in the field, but in the office, and that takes a load off of you by giving you the data and information you need to grow your business in the proper way. Number 2 is strategizing your buying habits. Do you buy with a strategy? Is what you buy part of your budget? Have you worked it in, or is it just an impulse purchase? I love those too. I like using the Lowe's Playbook. It is a great resource full of information on what other pros are purchasing, why they are purchasing, and the different products that are available to help us provide outstanding service. One of my favorite parts of the Lowe's PROvember Playbook are the figures and stats that tell us what other pros are experiencing. With over half of pros saying effective time management is a challenge, I know I'm not alone. And the playbook lists tools that will save me time. And if you're feeling the pinch of inflation like most of us are here lately, and it can be especially tough for pros who often have to purchase expensive tools and equipment. Fortunately, Lowe's PROvember deals help ease the pain by offering significant discounts on tools. So it's a great time to stock up. The Lowe's PROvember Playbook is a valuable resource to help pros get maximum value for their business and get an early start to getting ahead in 2023. The last quarter of each year is when we really need to start getting ready for the upcoming year. If we wait till the start of 2023 to get ready, we're already behind. This is the time of year when pros like me are rebuilding and reorganizing shops, trucks, and offices. And with the pro-grade tools and deals that Lowe's provides, it makes that job easier for all of us. So buying tools strategically and using the end-of-year sales are great things that you can do and help you make more money next year. Now, number 3, what are your KPIs? What KPIs are you looking at every day, every week, and every month? Or are you even looking at KPIs, your key performance indicators? You need to know how many times the phone rings a day, how many of those calls are being converted, how many times you're sending technicians out, how many times those technicians are converting those calls. What is your average ticket every time someone goes out? There are other numbers, but those were numbers that were important to me. When I started looking at stuff like that, I started managing my business, not just watching it and letting it manage me. Knowing your KPIs, your key performance indicators, that can make a difference in how you run your business. Again, it goes back to your budget. It goes to your buying habits. It goes to, are you watching your numbers each and every day? Because if you are watching them, and you're talking about them, not just in-house, not just with your management, are you talking about those numbers with your team too, to make sure that everybody understands why we do what we do? Each and every one of us want to work for a company that is growing and doing well. We never want to work for a company that's struggling or falling apart. And if we communicate our KPIs, why we buy what we buy, why we do what we do, why we need them to close when they go out, people call because they need somebody there. What we've got to do is be there, give them the right opportunity, and make sure that we deliver the value. If you've got something out of this, do me a favor, leave me a comment down below. If there's something that I missed that you think people need to know to help them do better in 2023, do me a favor and leave me a comment below and let me know about that too. I'm just asking for a friend. I hope you got something good out of this though. If it did and it helps you get off to a better 2023, that's gonna make a ton of difference for you, your business, and your bottom line. Again, this video was sponsored by Lowe's, and we teamed up with Lowe's, man, because of everything they do for plumbers in the plumbing communities, everything they do for the communities that we live in. But by having the playbook and PROvember, they're getting us ready for a great 2023. Go to Lowes.com and check out their PROvember deals and see what they have that can help you. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, helping you make more money in the trades.